Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Another day, another dollar. My camera having issues this morning, so my camera isn't working for some reason, but you'll just have to cope with a black screen. But hopefully we're all doing good. It is Thursday, the 22nd of January, and I have taken off all of the filters for the mic, so I'm just going to test out, see what it sounds like today. Noise suppression is still on, but we'll see what it sounds like. I wasn't happy with how it sounded yesterday. But anyway, another day, another dollar. We are coming into the end of the week, and I'll be totally honest, it's been a bit of a stressful past couple days and a couple weeks, really. Just not really had some good trades, but then also just had some trades that would normally win that just end up not winning and just sort of getting into a bit of a bad spiral, but we live to fight another day, so to speak. So anyway, looking here on the NQ, we'll break down both the NQ and gold GC. I've taken a couple of trades on gold this week, and they've been okay. They've not been too bad. I mean, I've been trying to fight this morning. I took a short on gold, which we'll talk about shortly, no pun intended. And that has already gone to profit targets, which I'll bring up on the screen in a second so you can see. GC. Just make sure I'm fully out that position. Yeah, fully out that position. So I'll just take a screenshot so you can see that. So that was on the personal account over here. Shorted these highs, shorted again at 34s, and then covered down here at the lows at 14s. Now, it looks quite nice, but it was a bit of a complete headache, and did lose some of my other accounts just shorting potentially a bit prematurely, but managed to get the move overall on the personal, but basically break even on the day. So I was doing some other things in the background, but just goes to show trading the ETH isn't always worthwhile, or trading the overnight isn't always worthwhile. Just looking on the NQ, I want to break down two really good setups. One that I missed yesterday on the NQ, but the other one that I did end up taking, which is on the gold, which was on gold, and it was here. Yeah. So both of the gold, obviously we had the Trump news in the afternoon, but both of the setups are basically the ETH low. And you all know Sam in the room helped create the code for the ETH overshoot lines. And something that I just need to keep telling myself is, you know, these ETH lows, we all know that there is edge of buying those lows. But there's just a couple setups that I just want to show that obviously traded on Tuesday. And the risk to reward on some of these setups are just crazy. Like 3R trade is just pretty wild. And then you had the inverse of that yesterday, which was it traded both the high and the low yesterday. But I wasn't really trading the NQ much. I did have a level marked out at about 150s, which is pretty meaningless now because I didn't really do anything with it. But that level did trade twice yesterday. So it literally traded both times on the break and the retest once, and then breaking the retest again twice. And it was a really technical move if anyone traded it from a fib point of view. I don't really tend to trade during crazy news like what we had yesterday. Sometimes I will, but most of the time I'm done at that time. But this was a full halfway back, traded the 62, and we're still dancing around inside the 23 and the 62 for now. But in all honesty, the only thing I have on the NQ today, I don't really have much, but the only thing I do have, I kind of just want to see it come back, and I did have this drawn out, but I just, if I'm going to do anything on NQ today, all I really have, and yeah, I don't know if we get it. I'm not going to necessarily short into this level, but all I would have is basically what's going to be the next high to high in this sequence, and that's going to line up with basically the previous highs of this breakout. So if we do get a pullback, I'll set some alerts for 64s down into 620s. If if that does trade, if those levels do trade, I'll most likely at least entertain and put the charts on just to have a look. But other than that, I don't really want to chase highs, both to the short side or to the long side. Sorry, let me just cough a second. There we go. Got a sore throat. And in terms of GC, so gold, anyone new to trading gold, it's GC or MGC for the micro version. And the trade on yesterday was really, really nice. We coincided it with the ETH low stats, which was beautiful. I mean, the move was, it literally went all the way to its average, this green line here, overshooted a little bit more, and then came all the way down on that Trump news. And we were trading shorts on the overnight session, and they basically got sold into again, down into the 62. The same anchor new low is still what we're failing at, which is why I've been short on GC all morning. So that was the GC trade. I kind of don't mind if we come into maybe a full halfway back, which is where my long entry would be if we're going to trade. If it trades again, I draw these. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to trade. It's just more if we get down into these areas, then I look for potential entries going forward. So they're the real levels I have. So it's basically going to be 4,805, let's call it, on GC. And for the NQ, I really need to see some sort of pullback into, I mean, this is still very aggressive, but we have come out of the full halfway back all the way from the break of this short back in November. So full 50% retracement. This was also an ATR reversal as well. And that is what we're bouncing off. So I will try and follow that trend as much as I can, but I can't go long here and I can't really short here. So just a tricky one. Got to be a little bit patient and wait for those setups to come. And they always do. You just got to stick around long enough. And GC, if you do want to trade it, that's all I'll really be looking for. The short that I had is all documented in the trading room if you want to actually look at the risk to reward on that. But it was a pretty much 1 hour risk to reward. My overall short was, let me just see if I can grab it for you. Move that over here. Here we go. So, yeah, like I say, the trade is done now, but this was the short that I was looking at, and I did have lower targets. I was originally risking like 30 points, but I went for a smaller risk to reward. Sorry, smaller range, but the same risk to reward, and took off down there at the low. So yeah, bit of a boring one for me. We really need to have some sort of pullbacks if I'm going to entertain anything today, and stay out of some of the chop that we may have. Other than that, guys, I will jump over to Whoop. We'll go live on Whoop, and if there's any questions, let me know in the trading chat or the live stream, and I'll go through them. Catch everyone on YouTube tomorrow for Friday, last trading day of the week.